this is Brian. Today I'm just going to be doing a little whisper ramble video, and then I've got a couple things I'm going to be tapping on that I'll show you right now. The first is just this little plastic guy. It's like a little Tupperware container with a green lid. And then the second thing is this right here. It's a fancy water box. Here. It's paper. And I think I'm trying to remember if I used this in another video, but it just makes nice sounds. And it's got this, this lid on the top. So, and I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper for this one. And yeah. Well, hi. It's been a little while. It's been a few weeks since I uploaded, and I've missed you guys. I wish I had a good explanation for why I haven't uploaded. Well, there's all the normal reasons, which are just general excuses, like I've been busy, which is true, and I've been traveling a bit, which is true, and it was just Thanksgiving here in the United States, so I actually just got back to New York from Chicago, where I was visiting my sister, which was really nice. We had a really nice time for Thanksgiving. So there are those reasons. But more broadly, I think I've been trying to think about how to continue my channel in the context of the world that we're living in. And I still don't know exactly how to do that, so I thought this video could be sort of a conversation where I can tell you what I've been thinking, and I can see what you've all been thinking, and we can kind of catch up. I've been a little bit torn as to what I want to say. I've always avoided politics on this channel because I think we all have enough of that in our day-to-day lives, and ASMR for me has always been an escape and a place of peace and quiet at the end of a long day, and that's what I really want this channel to be. And I'm gonna just tap on this a little bit while I talk. I always want that to be the case. And I want to continue that, and I don't want to say anything that would be upsetting or politicizing in any way. But I feel like, on the other hand, in my mind, the election we just had feels very different than kind of politics, regular politics. It feels a little bit different, and I think it would be unfair to just understand that there are a lot of different people who watch this channel from all sorts of different places. And that's something I love about YouTube and about the internet in general, is that it really can bring together people from all across the world. And so I just want to make a statement. That sounds so official. I don't mean it to be, but I just want it to be known. I want to communicate from me to you that that I believe that this channel is a place for everyone, regardless of where you come from, what you believe. What you look like, what kind of things you like or not, what, I don't know, no matter your race or religion or sexual orientation or identity or anything. I truly love and am grateful for every one of you. And I believe in positivity and love and ASMR. I really do. And that hasn't changed. And I hope it isn't too political for me to say that, because I don't think that's political. I think that's just me, and that's just my worldview. And well, I understand why it can be scary and concerning when somebody who's a very important man with a lot of power doesn't necessarily believe those things, or really, I think it's unclear what he believes at all. There's inconsistency, so it's hard to know. Well, again, I don't want to get too into it, and I don't want to focus. I don't want that to be the focus of this video or this channel. I just wanted to make it known that this is a safe space. And a quiet space. And it's the same as it has always been. Before the election, nothing has changed as far as me. Even though I do live in the country where this just happened. So that's all I want to say. Just that I believe in love and positivity at all times. And so I love all of you, no matter who you voted for. Yeah, because it extends to everyone, even the people whom I may disagree with. So, there you go. That's all I have to say about that. And, well, maybe I think that's another part of the reason I hadn't been uploading, is because I knew I should say something, and I didn't know what to say. not sponsored by Just Water. In fact, I did not even buy this. They were handing them out at this this thing that I was at a few weeks ago, and I thought it was sort of funny. I think they're really expensive. I think they sell these for like $2, which is a lot for water, but what I do like is that the packaging is sustainable, it's recyclable, it's made of paper, it's better for the environment than traditional, plastic bottles. And I looked into the company, and it turns out it was started by Jaden Smith, which is weird. So there's that. I was looking for maybe a poem or something that I could read that felt sort of positive and nice. But I couldn't find anything that was quite right. But I do want to do another kind of book reading video soon. I was reading the Hans Christian Andersen stories. I read The Little Mermaid, and that was nice. But they're actually kind of long stories. You can't read it in one video necessarily. That was one I had to split in two, which is okay. But I'm wondering if there might be some shorter stories that I could read. I'm not sure. I'll have to keep looking. I've started reading Moby Dick by Herman Melville, which I've never read before, so it's a big book. I probably won't read it on this channel. But I just started it. It hasn't even gone on the boat yet. But I'm really looking forward to it, and so far I enjoy the writing a lot. Yeah. I hope that you're all doing well. It's getting colder here, which I love. This is my favorite time of year. It's been so beautiful. The leaves are changing. It's almost December, and there are still leaves on the trees, and it's still pretty warm here. It's just started getting, a little bit colder. So we're just getting into jacket and sweater and scarf and gloves and hat weather. It's the time of year where you have to bring a lot of things with you. Unlike the summer. But I don't mind. I actually like to have all those things because they're kind of cozy and warm. I've always really loved the cold months. I think I'm one of only a few people I know who share that. I've never liked hot weather very much. It just sort of makes me sweaty and tired and, I don't know, hot. But the cold weather is really nice. I really don't mind being in the cold, and then especially when you've been out in the cold and you come home and go inside It's so warm. It's so nice. Another thing is that it has now been, as of last week, it's been 1 year that I've had this channel, making strange noises, and whispering and tapping on things, and all of that. It was just around Thanksgiving last year that I uploaded my first video. Which you can watch. I don't think it was very good. But it's there. Yeah, and it's funny because a year feels like such a long time, but also no time at all. But now I've got, over 1,000 of you watching. I can't remember the number exactly because I am really not good with numbers, and I don't know. I really appreciate all of you who watch these videos. It's really wonderful, and you've all been so wonderful to me, and so I feel a bit bad that I haven't, that I disappeared on you for a few weeks. I just had to take a little bit of time to think. And I guess I thought I would come back to the videos once the world made more sense to me. But, it really doesn't make sense to me still. I made a video called The End of the World. This was like a few months ago, and it's just me in my bed, sort of half-jokingly talking about how the world seems to be moving in a very strange and hate-filled direction, and I have to be honest that when the election happened, I started to feel that way again, and I sort of felt like if before it was bad, this was like, the last nail being hammered into place, so to speak, and again, this isn't about politics for me. This is more just about general human empathy or human caring and kindness, which are values that I have. So kind of removed from politics, this is what I see. I see somebody who seems to not have those characteristics of being kind or being caring or empathetic. And so that's what this is about for me. It's not about economic policy or, tax cuts or any of those policy things, which I do have opinions about, but I'm not going to discuss those here because, like I said, I like to avoid politics on this channel. So this is more of a personal thing for me. I'm just sort of talking about my own experience. I was very disheartened by that, because seemed that in the short term we had let hate win. But I was reminded that actually, in the end, hate never can win. And that the light will always overpower the darkness. If you ever go in a very dark room, full of darkness, and you just light one candle, and it lights up the whole room. That's kind of an example of what I'm talking about. I think that all this negativity and tension and kind of confusion in the air that I feel is temporary, and it's part of the natural way of things, and to feel that way is okay, because a lot of the feelings are valid, and I do think it's a call for us to come together as a human race, to listen to one another, to listen to the fears of the people who are afraid, to listen to the people who feel forgotten, and to not to judge one another or push one another farther apart, but to always fight for what we believe is right, and to support those around us, and spread a little light and joy to our immediate communities. And so that's what I came back to for these videos. I just love reading the comments that say, this video helped me sleep tonight, or I was feeling down or sad and now I feel better. I mean, ASMR is a strange and unexplainable thing, and it's beautiful for that reason. These beautiful sounds that we all enjoy, and these beautiful moments that bring us together. That's why we're all here. And so I tried to remind myself that that's what I should focus on. It's just spreading good energy. And that's what I choose to believe. And I hope that you all can appreciate that and spread a little love along into your world, wherever you may be. Because I think by spreading light to others, then you're sort of fueling your own fire as well, becoming a brighter and brighter candle, so to speak. So that's how I'm thinking right now. And I'm very glad to have you all with me on this journey. I should go to bed. It's pretty late here. And I just came straight off the plane from Chicago. I haven't even unpacked. My suitcase is like right behind me. So I gotta work in the morning. So all logic should have told me not to make this video. just had like an itch, now ASMR video making itch that I have now scratched. So there's that, and I feel good for having said this. It was cathartic in its own way. I hope I didn't make anybody too angry. I tried not to explicitly discuss politics, but I mean, I think I was pretty obvious about how I feel about this election, so hopefully y'all caught my drift without being too offended if you disagree. It's a weird line to try to walk on, and I never want to say something that's too controversial, but what are you gonna do? I believe what I believe, and here we are, and I'm gonna go to bed, but if you're still here, then